What is up, everybody? It's Dante Walton here. Today we're going to check out episode 2 of X-Men 97, but before we get things started, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe for more content like this coming soon. Yeah, I really enjoyed the episode 1 here. This is a 2-episode premiere, so that's really cool. Yeah, we left off with, Cyclops and Jean. Like, it seemed like they're about to say that they're planning on leaving the X-Men, like, once the baby's born and all that, but then we see Magneto. He's in Professor X's office. And yeah, he says like, oh, read the last will and testament for Charles Xavier. Everything was left to him, the school, the fortune, the X-Men. So now he is the leader of the X-Men now. I'm sure it's going to be much to the chagrin of basically everybody there, if I'm being honest. They definitely had a lot of issues, like differences then too. Like the team versus him and all that. But him and Charles Xavier had a really strong relationship, even though they had a lot of those differences. And yeah, if you remember, well, I don't know if you saw the finale of the original show, but yeah, he did help out Charles Xavier like towards the end of his life. He stepped up for him and is willing to sacrifice his own life if it meant helping him, you know. Yeah. Also, I really like how much it plays off of like, continuing where the last show left off. It's not like, the next minute or whatever, but some time has passed, but not too much time. And yeah, like they did a good job. I'm curious to see people that never saw the original show. Like, I'm curious because I binged it basically like these last few weeks trying to catch up, see everything, you know, before this came out. But for people that didn't watch the original show, like, did they explain enough? Because I felt like in the dialogue they did a good enough job, like giving you the gist of each character and like what happened and all that in a natural way. Now that one's felt like, okay, here's the exposition, a big block of dialogue telling you what happened before, but they give you what you need to know. I'm sure they're going to continue to do that. So that in my opinion, that's really smart writing. So yeah, it doesn't leave anyone behind, and also doesn't explain too much for the people that already know. Just all feels natural. But yeah, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen here with Magneto as the new leader of the X-Men. So let's jump right in.
Previously on X-Men.
Oh, they had the previously on X-Men. That's all right. It would have been kind of interesting if they did a previously on X-Men in like the very first episode. But like I said, this is like a new series. Like, it's more of a sequel than just like, season 6 of the original X-Men show, if you know what I mean. So I get what they did. Also, this Marvel animation thing is cool. It shows like footage from even previous non-MCU or Marvel Studios produced projects too in the little things, so that's cool. Love having this theme back, and they added Magneto, so I wonder if they're gonna add the people as they join the team in here. That'd be really cool because Magneto wasn't there in episode 1, and Bishop is here now, so that should be really cool. With Bishop, yeah, Bishop is cooler now. Oh, the Dark Phoenix thing and all that. Yeah, they're showing like different clips in like the second half. Interesting they still have the Professor X thing even though the character's no longer here, but I love how they keep it faithful to the original though.
A Coney Island nightmare. Any sudden moves and the wheel could come crashing.
This sounds familiar to people that play Spider-Man 2 on PS5. Whoa! Magneto, maybe? Because he could be the one that, yeah. The yellow outline makes it look like a video game, kind of.
Is that who I think it is?
Yeah.
Humans?
Well, I guess he's taking his role seriously as being an X-Men, and he has a new costume. So yeah, that's my villain costume. I need a rebrand. I'm part of the X-Men now.
I don't get it, Jean. Did the professor not trust me?
He's taking it personally. Yeah.
Maybe he did this for us.
I wonder if she was pregnant, like, already. You know what I mean? And Professor X knew? I don't know. Of course, she's not really on their side. A lot of shady, two-faced people in this world and the real world, too. Makes sense.
This is our home, you pig.
Oh, the Morlocks, yeah.
You think regular folks can sleep knowing you demons are down here lurking?
I hate friends of humanity. Kick their asses, please.
The depths, you humans.
Yeah, Magneto's willing to do more than a lot of these X-Men, so I wouldn't mess with him.
These outcasts, the indignity of your waste.
I like the new voice for Magneto. He sounds great.
How unfortunate for you that I am the master of magnetism.
Dirty mutant! You get what's coming!
Yeah, shut her up, please.
What was the professor thinking? The only safe and sure way to destroy your enemy is to make him your friend. Mark Twain.
All right, usually his quotes are like, okay, I get it, you're quoting a lot of stuff, but that's a good quote there, Beast.
Plenty of us at this table have passed so dirty they don't squeak no matter how much spit.
Oh, it's true, Shield's a villain, and she got reformed. So Rogue would understand.
I have arranged for the Morlocks to travel to the mutant nation of Genosha.
Giving them a new home.
None of you, nor Xavier himself, thought to use his considerable finances to do the same.
That's true. People forget he's like really rich.
The tragic fact that I did not consign those sapiens to the waste bin of history is proof of my desire to honor Charles Xavier's dream of mutant-human coexistence.
Even if I sensed Magneto's intentions were sincere, that's today, this hour, this minute.
And we check every minute of every day.
I was under the welcome impression that you and Mrs. Summers were leaving us.
Oh, damn.
Not a chance.
Yep, I thought he would stay behind, yeah.
Like it or not, this is what the professor wanted.
Please. My intentions here were not to cause drama or discord.
Really?
You have been our fiercest foe for years. A desire for you to prove yourself is only natural.
That's fair.
Are the closest thing to a goddess as we will ever see. So, I do not lightly deny your request and demand your trust instead. You have finally realized what I did ages ago. Even Charles Xavier can make a mistake.
There are times when I think about the baby, his future, and if he's a mutant, how do I tell him he's different?
She was worried about that even in the show, like when they were getting married, like, oh, if we have children, then he might be a mutant and all that. She's been worried about that.
To be born human. I have wondered what it would be like to be human. But then I remember how my mutant gifts brought me to this mansion, to this family, to a sister.
Thank you, Storm.
That's nice. And even if your son is a mutant, they're gonna be born to like a loving family that understands what it's like to be a mutant.
Back when we were friends, I would always sense Charles in my mind. Not invading, more a presence. When we parted ways, I told myself I needed this to protect myself from his psychic powers.
Alright, so the helmet does protect from psychic thoughts. Even though I'm pretty sure he's used it against him, where he's still wearing the helmet, but okay. It's a retcon, I think.
Previously on X-Men.
No, don't make me see. Xavier, I can't.
But the X-Men still took me in. The thing is, I didn't go about demanding their trust. I earned it.
Yeah.
I feared you would do your best to avoid being alone with me, Rogue.
Okay. I thought this scene was going a different direction. I was like, what?
The team would still trust you if they knew.
That was a long time
Knew
ago.
what?
And that cat's gotta stay in.
Wait, what? Knew what? Huh? They had like a thing going on? The UN. Yep, there you are.
We're here for Magneto.
Yeah, he probably is a war criminal based on some of the stuff he's done, so I guess that makes sense. Oh, that's cool. Literally making the helicopter go up in the air by spinning the blades.
Magneto, by order of the UN Commission on Superhuman Activities, I hereby place you under arrest for crimes against humanity.
Alright, that actually tracks, but
Stand
okay.
trial at the UN headquarters.
Oh, he's standing trial, alright. Yeah.
Should I successfully vindicate myself in what I will generously assume is a fair trial?
That's generous to assume that.
Have you seen Scott?
Oh, he's there with the others, making sure Magneto doesn't pull one of his stunts.
He didn't tell me.
A lot of that going around lately.
Wolverine, you can be petty sometimes, bro. Just.
The day mankind make Magneto pay. Folks out there want the UN's head just as much as his.
What's with this
I'll
costume?
only have one shot.
I wonder if he's like some character from the comics, maybe.
As a boy, my people's homes were burned to ash because we dared to call God by another name. Then my people hunted me with those who had once hunted them. I was a freak, born a mutant, an abomination to their misnamed gods. Believe differently, love differently, be of different sex or skin, and be punished. Xavier knew this and dreamed we could change, find harmony.
Your words, while kind, do nothing to heal those hurt by your crime.
But he's spitting facts though, even though it doesn't change the stuff he's done.
You build robots to hunt us, callers to chain our power.
Yeah, he's spitting facts though.
That is extermination. I have only ever acted to avenge crimes against my people.
Wonder if this suspense will really work though.
Protest is a breach in the perimeter.
They must want Magneto.
And the judges, ma'am.
What in the blazes did we do?
You gave a monster a trial. Now you are traitors to your kind. To play by the rules, and still they come for you.
Storm, watch Magneto and the judges. The rest of us will back up the guards in the lobby.
Watch what happens when mutants save the UN Council. They might be more in favor of Magneto.
Jean, gotta get into the city. Crowds lost their blasted mind.
Logan!
Oh,
He's here!
already? Now?
Apocalypse.
Oh my god.
Baby!
Come on, Wolverine.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, he was not ready for this.
Careful, Logan!
Oh, Romita's. Like John Romita. That's really cool. Like a famous X-Men writer.
Almost there.
Hope you like a convertible, Logan. They're really doing a really good job of diversifying how Cyclops can use his powers, especially, I feel like.
I am unable to ask.
Oh, look at this tech that Beast has.
You got a name?
Executioner.
So he is a character. Execution, I've heard of him. I knew he had to be some sort of character. They showed him a lot, and he had like that mask and all that. Oh, that was clean though. Man, Friends of Humanity are a lot more formidable. He's like, oh snap! All right, I'm watching too much like Invincible and The Boys. If that were that shit, that would have went through his head or something.
Normal people have it hard too.
They're actually showing people getting punched with blood and all that. That's the difference.
It's the whining. I hate your whining just as much as I hate you.
She's such a... Whoa. Oh, what's her name? Oh, it's Morph. Okay. I was like... These are all characters they showed. Cyclops was barely... I mean, Colossus was barely in the original series, which is weird. It'd be cool if they brought him back.
The baby's coming, Scott!
Storm, Jean's in labor.
Rogue, fly Cyclops to Jean immediately. Magneto and I will protect the judges. I need your men stationed at every door. You, uncollar Magneto. You!
Well, now who does she think she...
Do not think. Be silent. Heed my
Oh,
you shall survive.
Yeah, listen to her, man.
What do you mean, don't do mutant birth?
Oh, hell no.
Lose control of your powers. And if she needs a C-section...
I'll show you a C.
Yeah, but... Now I'm talking like him, bub.
Doctor! Won't deliver our baby!
Rogue, can you use your powers to siphon his medical expertise?
Excuse me?
If I slip and touch your baby, my powers...
Rogue, I trust you.
That's true, though.
Sorry, sugar.
Now put your gloves on, I
Grab
guess.
an IV and get this lady to a room.
Wow, listen to this music. Oh, snap. This straight out like an RPG. Raining swords.
Let us see how their mob manners fare against the shock of good conduct.
Oh, that's so sick. Yo, Storm is awesome. Storm's like the best character right now. I'm sorry. They made her so cool. She already was cool, but she's so cool in this.
Magneto!
Whoa, no! Yo, you saw her skeleton. That hit her to her soul. Oh.
The breeze is gone.
It removes your powers?
Nor the moisture, nor the air. What has he done to me?
Oh.
This was not what we wanted.
Lies. This is your dream. My kind splayed before you, powerless and afraid.
There has to be a way to get the powers back.
A world that hates and fears them. Behold their reward.
Oh, man. Yo, the stakes were so much higher than I thought it was gonna be during this trial. What in the world, bro? This show's epic so far. What is he about to do to them? Or is he just about to try to scare them to teach them a lesson, maybe? Oh, look at the bruh. That's how high up there.
Bigot. Ingrate. Sycophant. Worm. I could smite you with a step. There was a time. I would smite you all for what was done to Storm. An old friend has challenged me to remember this view of Earth. How vast it is, versus how small we make it. Charles Xavier entrusted me with his dream, and it does not ask you to love or embrace my kind as your own, but merely to accept that this
yeah,
is
his thing was peace and coexisting.
And that my kind, like yours, have the right to live in it.
At least he's like...
I am trying to be better.
He's trying to honor Professor Xavier's wishes, you know, and try to fulfill his dream that he did during his lifetime.
Do not make me let you down.
Yeah, literally too.
Doesn't he need a name?
I was thinking Nathan.
Yeah.
Nathan Summers, huh?
Nathan Summers.
Nathan Charles Summers.
Oh, Charles, that's nice. If you know, you know about Nathan Summers.
The United Nations stunned the world this week when it issued a pardon for Magneto.
We will begin talks to admit the mutant nation of Genosha into the United Nations.
Oh, that's big, actually.
The professor trusted you, and I trust him. Guess that'll have to be enough.
This was a good week for our people. Yet it was not without cost.
Yeah, man, what's gonna happen to Storm? They're gonna have to find a way to bring back powers, because if Friends of Humanity or Executioner, like, they have that technology to do that.
Use radiation to temporarily neutralize our mutant powers. The Executioner's laser rifle fired a concentrated dose.
Yeah, like it had the same purple energy in it.
How long?
Additional tests will be.
Yeah.
Please, how long?
Is it forever? Indefinitely?
The effects appear permanent.
Oh, man. Were you no longer in control of the weather? Like, I don't know. Does it like, I don't know, does it frighten her more or feel like, I don't know, uneasy?
X-Men know the heartbreak of saying goodbye, having said it so many times.
She's just left. I wonder where she went.
It is human nature to crave connection.
Maybe Genosha, or maybe with like her son that she had, remember? Not her biological son, but like, you know, there was an episode about that.
Finally seeing yours.
Huh, so there's a thing going on between Rogue and Magneto?
So much to make.
I like their relationship. Wolverine more. Okay, with the saber tooth.
To then sometimes watch it break in a blink that changes your life forever.
Oh, Gambit. He knows or suspects. Well, we're suspecting.
And we will respect her decision.
That's so. The blast had your name on it. Should be you leaving, mon ami.
Now Gambit's definitely not on your side.
Storm will spend a day schlepping it with the basic folk and come right home, happy as a... She's back! Jean?
two genes, and we know for sure it's really good writing that had Morph come to the door, because your immediate thought would be, oh, this is Morph being Gene, but nope. Clonery is afoot, I think. Alright, so that was episode 2 of X-Men 97. I actually really liked it a lot. Episode 1 was a great introduction. Episode 2, like, things really picked up. Man, I'm actually loving this show. I can't wait. We're gonna have to wait a week for this. I love the weekly release for shows, to be honest. I usually prefer that, so I'm fine with waiting a week. But man, this show exceeded my expectations, actually. I was really excited for it. Like, oh, but I don't know. This show just elevates the original 90s series for me. Keeps the maturity that the show often had. But yeah, they're able to do more. There's not as much restrictions in terms of what they can or can't do, especially for a kids show and all that, because the first very much was a kids show, Saturday morning cartoon. But yeah, like, they can do a little bit more with, like, not holding back on violence when they need to. In parts where it's effective, like when an Executioner and Cyclops are fighting, you actually saw a little bit of blood. You saw actual, like, punches to the face. They never would really show punches really that often, from what I remember. And even though they still have just, like, the laser guns and all that, it actually makes it seems a lot more serious and a lot more gravity to the violence and, like, the violent situations that can happen. When Storm got hit by that blast, you felt it. It was visceral. Man, the voice acting, I'm impressed by it from the new and the veteran casts. Like, Storm gave great performance this episode. Well, Storm isn't the actress. But yeah, really, really good stuff here. And I'm curious, what exactly are they trying to say, that Rogue and Magneto were in a romantic relationship, or they had a romantic past? Like, I don't want it to be that, oh, that Rogue and Magneto have a child or something out there, because that would be a little bit too much, especially if they had the whole episode where, like, oh, that they found out that Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were the children of Magneto, so there's be other Magneto children out there. I don't know if it's going to be that, but that's what they're at least trying to hint at. I don't know if it's a misdirect or what, but that's interesting, because yeah, previously, before Rogue joined the X-Men, she was working, wasn't she working with the Brotherhood of the Mutants, right? I know she was on, like, the other side, especially with Mystique and all of them, but I don't remember specifically she worked with Magneto, but she might have, yeah. So yeah, it's going to drive a wedge between, you already see it driving a wedge between Gambit and the new leader. Scott, he's, like, accepting, like, okay, like, maybe Magneto is changing, and, like, Magneto wants to fulfill Xavier's dream of coexistence and peace between the humans and the mutants. And yeah, he definitely showed restraint when before he would have very little issue just killing those people, you know. Just for what they did to mutant kind and all that, what they did to Storm, you would have just killed Executioner right there, you know. So he's showing restraint. He wants to do things the right way, even though some other people aren't, you know. They're not playing fair. So yeah, that should be really interesting to see how he's still a little bit more willing to do things Charles Xavier wouldn't have done, but still trying to at least, I don't know, like I said, fulfill his dream of coexistence. And it's cool that Genosha is now going to be, yeah, part of the UN. So maybe this, I don't know, what's her name? Valerie Cooper, right? So maybe you can keep your word there and actually want to have really good human and mutant relationships or relations. We'll see. But right now things are rocky. Friends of Humanity are a lot more threatening than they were in the original, especially with Executioner. Yeah, and what's going on there with, like, the other Jean Grey? I have a feeling I know what. And it was, like I said, it was smart that it had Morph do it. Like, the one answering the door, so we know that it's not Morph just pretending to be Jean Grey. Yeah, don't want to give away too much. I know a little bit. I don't really read the comics. I just know some stuff that happens in comics, so I don't want to give that away for people that don't know. But I have a feeling I know what's going on, especially with the child just being born, Nathan Summers. That's a character in the comics that's pretty important. But yeah, all of it ties together, I think. But I wonder if the removal of the powers really is permanent and where Storm is going to go. Scott and Jean Grey seems like they actually are going to be leaving the X-Men. The team's changing here. Wonder when Sunspy, if he's going to formally join the team and all that, if other characters are going to join in. Because we see the intro can change with, like, depending which members are in the X-Men at any period, which is a really cool idea. Really like that touch there. Yeah, well, they never really explained why Bishop is just part of the team now, but hey, he's cool. So I'm glad to have him on the team. But yeah. So yeah, what do you think of this episode of X-Men 97? What do you think of the premiere and the show in general? Been really impressed by it, and I'm excited to see more of it, to be honest. Leave any thoughts you have on this series and my reaction in the comments down below. I'll catch you all next time. Bye.